All right. Hello and welcome. Whew. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. So, we had a kind of a long one last time, and this one might be a long one too, because I think I just figured out something. So, a different way to phrase the whole idea of. Wait, what am I doing here? I could try to start getting the jungle wood and more like trees. Nah, actually, I'm going to do the cocoa for now. But, anyways. So we started talking about communal last time, and the whole idea of that is like it's a stone soup situation where I don't have any like source. Like I was gonna try to do a service to try to raise donations for or funds for a cause that's very important to me and a lot of people I know. So basically, this whole hemisphere, really. I mean, we're all connected, and to think that we're not is just naive and stupid. So, but anyways, all that aside. Um, I was going to do the Global Online Safety Helpers, to raise money for the emergency housing near Tijuana, Mexico. And really, we don't even really need to do that. I think I know a different way that's not dependent on that moving piece. So, in order to raise funds for the housing project in Mexico, TBD location, really. I mean, I haven't reached out to Casa del Migrante yet. I haven't reached out to Presidenta Claudia Scheinbaum yet. But I was kind of waiting for those ones to like reach out to the Mexican government after we had some money in hand to be like, hey, I have talked with a housing developer who will build as many housing units as I can buy here in Colorado. I didn't I didn't get an answer back if they would ship them to Mexico. But we could even use that in our back pocket for like round two, build some affordable housing in Colorado, buy some land, carry that momentum forward and even reuse the loans. So, and here's the funding strategy for this one. Ready? So we sell, oh, excuse me, bragging rights. And for like $20 or $50 per, and you get your money back. That's the best part. So like you buy it or you donate the money, you show proof of it. Of course, we would try to do that for like, like the higher people only, like, like millions of dollars to get up to like, 15 to 20 billion. But we really could open it up to like, everybody crowdfunding, like, here's 20, 50 bucks. And then you could even maybe market, be like, I want this back or no, I don't want this back. Or even just basically like buying bragging rights. But even if you didn't want that, you just want your money back, even the loan would be a bragging right to where, yeah, and then you could even choose to like let it ride once it comes time to like, be paid back to you. You could be like, okay, yeah, let's let it ride. And especially like if you did multiple, and you've already budgeted it out and like you've found that, yeah, it was uncomfortable for a little bit, but then you're able to survive without it and and even thrive, and you feel better that your money's going to do more impact, then you can let it ride. And then, next thing you know, you've got just tons of people with all this money tied up in the communal, and it just keeps going and going. So like as it's paid back, if it's marked as it doesn't need, let it ride, then it gets loaned out one more time. And then, then it goes back in the queue. And then once all the money gets paid back, and then it returns back to the next one, or even like the people for that project. Actually, no, never mind. We need to keep it segmented. So even as I say that, that was a horrible idea, like waiting until it goes all the way back around. No, the money goes to a new project, new fund, and as that fund is paid back, and this is affordable housing for people, as in a rent-to-own capacity with zero interest loans. Like, as they pay the money back for the expenses for everything, then that house is thus sold to that person or that family. It's a really slick design. And I've already been talking about it a lot in front of people, so I kind of half expected it to just happen, and I'd wake up and be like, hey, guess what? They did this. I'm like, ah, sweet. Like, whether it was mine or not, I don't care. Like, I mean, it happened. So, and that's the thing. That's like Bullet Train. Like, when Brad Pitt said that saying, it was like, every finger you point at me, there's four pointing back at you. And then he looked at it, and I've heard that saying in a few different circles. And I think it's just like a common, like, mental wellness rehabilitation site type thing. Or therapy, or like there's all sorts of different areas that it could come from. So, so yeah, that's how we fund it. And basically, we just got to get the idea to catch on. And then next thing you know, we'll have communal up and going in Mexico. I mean, if the Mexican government is okay with it. Oh, I haven't seen that in a while. I don't think I've ever seen that. Is that new? Like riding piggyback? Seems kind of messed up if they're just like burning to death. Oh. That's right. Now I'm getting confident with those. My son was always better at those than me. Like, I mean, sometimes I just kind of run like a coward. Yeah. Oh, he did it. Wasn't sure if he would. All right. So anyways, that's it. Bragging rights. We sell them. We keep track of them. Like we have a payment system. Like it'd be really easy to do. Just have a roster and like, you don't have to have any of their financials. They could just have their name or username. And then, username such and such has like 5,000 bragging rights at $20 per. That's what, 10,000 or 5,000 into 10,000? No, 10 million? I don't even know. If you bought those, whatever. Like they would just have that many bragging rights and whatever the dollar amount is. I don't want to do simple math on the camera. All right, wait. 20 times 5,000 would be 10,000. 10 times 5,000 would be 50. Oh, it'd be 100,000. I'm forgetting the zero. That's what it is. So for like $100,000, you get 5,000 of these $20 bragging rights. So let's just shrink that down. 500 of the $20 bragging rights would be $1,000. 10,000. Two of the 50. We just keep taking zeros off. So anyways, my point is, and especially if people like Elon were like, hey, I want, 1,000,000 bragging rights. Well, there you go. There's 1,000,000,000 or whatever. Let's say they're just $10 per. That makes it easier. So $10 is one bragging right. If you have 50 of them, you've got $500 invested in it. And you can let it ride, or when it's time to pay back for that particular project, and it comes in first come, first serve, and then, or first in, first out, FIFO, where say I do it first and I put in 500. So the very first $500 that's paid back goes to me. And then the next person that donates, and then the people that donate at the same time, I don't know, it could be a discrepancy, but you got to remember these people are going to be working and will provide production facilities down there, online jobs, stuff like that, ways for them to earn money, or even have people donate to pay it off or something. I don't know. We can figure out multiple ways, but basically they're in a rent-to-own situation. You can live here and you can take a while until you find a job, but eventually you do need to find a job and pay for this place. But then they own it, and so then that fixes their homelessness, or housing insecurity. They live in Tijuana or wherever. Oh, that last one wasn't ripe. Then wherever the village ends up. And then we could also make multiple communities, including one in, say, Colorado. You would still have to move there legally, but, I mean, they would follow all the rules, learn all this stuff, that they need to pass the exam to, become a citizen and move to the Colorado location. Bada bing, bada boom. And then they get there, we only let the ones in through that earned it, through their merit. We give them a way to earn it through merit. I mean, I guess that's the biggest thing is it's easy to say, oh yeah, let them come through the door. Well, we'll open the door. People are so bad at just I don't know, so much of that. Let's see, we can actually put this in the wood. Well, no, I don't want to start gumming up the wood. That's all stone. Yeah, see, now I'm starting to get to the point where it's starting to be I got too much stuff. Okay, yeah, this definitely goes over here. Oh, let's go to the nether. What am I doing? Oh, man. Okay. Jesus. Let's get another couple of swords. Oh, and I want to wear some gold. Okay. We have sticks? Yes or no? No, they were up here. Let's take 2 swords. And a golden helmet. So instead of my riot gear, I shall don the hazmat helmet. Okay. Oh, also, I need... Let's cook some of that. And let's actually... Where's the armor stand? Oh, double cooked. Okay. So we need to get that smooth stone. That's why it's not these slabs. It's this one. There we go, armor stand. Alright. Wait. Oh, I need a lot of sticks, okay. There we go. Geez, all that work just for... Okay. So we got a couple swords. Let's leave the wood. Let's actually take this. Oh, actually, no. It's not. I don't have a lot of that. Alright, beds are a no-no in the nether. Come with the sign. I need to figure out where I want to put the nether portal, too. Okay, this will actually be kind of like a Warcraft thing. Like there's like a portal in the middle of... it's like I don't want to use my diamond for all this stuff. Like I want to kind of preserve it a little bit. Oops. There we go. Okay. Now I do want to bring a bunch of cobblestone because I want to build an encasement around wherever I end up on the other side. Now that's incredibly important. And also I am going to be using my diamond pickaxe. Well, maybe actually, as I say that, no. Let's leave that here. Let's just have our silver or our iron pickaxe. And let's leave some more of this stuff. I don't really need all this. I feel like if I die and lose all this stuff, it's going to be annoying. There. Now I want a ton of this. All right. Here we go, into the nether. So, and then yeah, as far as everything else goes, that's basically what it is. Like if I can just make it to where enough people will put money in a fund and that fund will go somewhere where it can help. Ah! Oh my god. I should have brought the... Okay, whatever. No! Hmm. Man, that was scary. No! Okay. Okay. Now what I'm trying to do is tunnel over there so at least like I can start building up like a wall on the other side. That was such a sloppy, like I probably could have done that a lot better, but I panicked. And it's like all I could think about was like, don't break the, because then I'm done. Like I was so stupid to leave the flint and steel. I was like planning on like, what if I die? And then I didn't think about like, well, what if the portal breaks? Oh! Ah! Okay, that is ghetto, but it will work for now. My God, that was scary. There we go. Make it to where things don't spawn in here. Or at least they shouldn't. Oh, man. There we go. It's very sloppy, and I'm going to make a better one later. I think that's actually okay. Because, like, I mean, the gas can't blow up the obsidian, I don't think. But I don't want to test that. Let's actually just go back and get the flint and steel. That was so stupid. I don't think a gas can come through that small opening, but I'm not sure. Well, that's pretty cool. I already got a bunch of this stuff, and this stuff, oh man. Nope, none of that. Okay. So, anyway, that's pretty awesome. We already got in there, we built a thing. I should build a fence around it, because things can wander out like zombie piglin and other enemies. So I feel like I should do... There we go. So now I just need to build a gate there. That keeps most threats out, although... Yeah, let's see. And wood, like, you could use wood too, but if, like, a gas comes through and starts exploding things, like, you know, I just, like, I almost want to kind of cover the whole thing. But let's have a nice birch gate. Actually, let's do 2 of them. Because ideally, I would like an entrance on both sides. There we go. Yeah, I guess that's okay for now. So if I find out it isn't, then it isn't. But it's kind of down there a little ways away, so I don't know. I think I'd have some reaction time if somebody actually came out of there or something. So, all right, well, that's it. I mean, now all that I... Oh, actually, sorry, no, that's not it. I'm looking over. That is the final phone that is wiped So now I can, once I double check and make sure that they are, let's go ahead and power off. The red key is super hot. Basically, oops, I hit restart instead of power off. But now, as soon as I find the numbers, or if I don't find the numbers, then I got to go back in and get them from the phones, which I believe I have them all listed. And so once that happens, I can send them off and then focus on the laptops. Now, the laptops, I need to scrape off some stickers and wipe them, of course. Although wiping a laptop is a lot easier than wiping the phone. I mean, well, it's about the same, I guess. I mean, there's a little more setup, but so, and then figuring out, I think the hardest part will probably be figuring out which button to push to get into the boot menu of any of the things. So, yeah, and it's almost 10 o'clock. I got like an hour. How are we doing on this episode? Watch, I'm like talking to myself and I didn't hit record. I've done that before, where I go to record a video and it wasn't actually recording. So I talked to myself for a half hour. I do love a lot of signs, so let's go ahead and put up some signs to like declare our intent. And this is really not just me, it's like a lot of people. Oh, no, wait. Let's see about some spruce logs. Oops. Ah, no! Oh, well. Okay. So there's that, and then signs, yeah. So these are like the main projects. So we'll put these. I love the way that looks. This place is really coming together. So basically, so these are part of the projects. We could even do tech, wiping, and donating. You just gotta have the wiping part. That's why this hasn't happened up until now, is because Red Key USB didn't exist. Now there are other ways to wipe machines. Wiping and tech, wiping and donating. There we go. And so that is like the two there. We've got CTC. Okay. We've got communal. Wait. Okay, we've got communal, cut the crust, and yeah, I think I'm gonna switch gears and play some Modern Warfare 3 after this. I mean, this is some great planning. Like, I've got, you know, the starts of a walkway. I like it with the black, the white, and the glass. That kind of like evens it out, and plus it has this cool, like you can see under it, and then as you're walking you'll be able to like look down, oh, so cool, then you're like there, and then maybe I'll be like here, you know. Yeah. But I don't want to do any of that tonight. That's for another night. I just want to like, now I want to kick back. So I've done my musing, done my thinking. Oh wait, global online safety helpers. Gosh. There you go. So that's that. Global online safety helpers, the gosh, communal, cut the crust. And within communal, there's Communal lending. Make it right. Conflict resolution. Okay. Rent to own housing. So that's it. Once we get the funds, even as a loan, get it paid back as the people rent and buy their houses. Have all the deportees live there for free for the beginning. Let them get settled, let them get jobs, and then they start paying on the loan after like a couple of months. And then as they are able to pay the loan, if you think about it, like I donated $500 the first couple, and if I was the first in line, and then their first like month's payment, like whatever it ends up being, like I just get paid back, and I could say on like the website, be like, hey yo, I just got paid back. There's my bragging rights. And then as they pay back their loan, all these people are going to start getting their money back, and then they could be like, let it ride, and then they're just going to keep wanting to like pay it forward. It's beautiful. And that's about time for this one. So yeah, I'm going to switch gears. I'm going to go step outside real quick, and then I'm going to switch to shoot 'em up games. And then I'm going to organize all of these into a playlist and then pass out because I got about an hour before bed. So, all right, ta-ta for now. I will see you in the next one. And look at that sunset. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, man. Check it out. You want to hit this? Smoking that ganja. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Ta-ta. And that might actually be the whole Lido, the LOTI or LOTI playlist. Just 8 or 9 episodes, maybe 6 or 7. I can't remember. 6, 7. So, yeah. Let's watch it go down all the way. Oh, it looked like it went back up for a second. Now it's going down. That's how we fix it. Tech donating, cut the crust. Online school, but that'll follow. I mean, with the Global Online Safety Helpers. There we go. Cyber security or cyber safety, computer literacy. That's just another goal. There we go, computer literacy. So that was just kind of like the parts to it. All right, actually, let's get into a safe spot because I don't like being out here. I'm excited. That's a lot of progress. Like I feel like we even broke ground even further. I'm gonna have to go back and tell AI, but basically it's already there. And like the cool thing is like I got to assume that it's being bubbled up to other people within like XApp and like Elon and Elon's staff. And even if not, I've been saying it publicly in threads of government stuff to where it's being seen by people in our government and governments across the world. Somebody's gonna take it and run with it. Otherwise, I'll just have to keep doing it. So. We'll get it there. Persistence. All right. Ta-ta for now. I will see you in the next one. Happy luck of the Irish. Yo, Jimbo.